welcome back to the channel. Now I'm going to do the Champions Challenge of the Chapter 2 of the dungeon. Yeah, by the way, if you wonder why I'm speaking like this, because I don't use scripts and I like to speak at the moment. So, here I'm going to show you, as usual, the presentation of the squad I'm going to use. And yeah, by the way, I want to add something in the description of the left, since I will talk pretty much. What can I say? Well, I won't talk very much because there's not really nothing relevant here. So as you can see, Auhlavez, who is the Valua mirror, spams an AoE every 2 turns. Buff was every 5 turns, not 6 turns, what I wrote here, because I counted better and I think it was 5 turns, not 6. Anyway, you can see it in the video. Yeah, I wrote in certain turns or threshold, she gains 100% mitigation buff. Actually, I triggered it on when she was at 20%. Once you touch her 20% HP, she will have that mitigation for not only during the attack, but also in the turn later. So if you're going to play, yeah, by the way, I'm using Plumatachi here for the damage because she has a very high HP pool. And yeah, you can use only one mitigation lead, and null ailment lead is not necessary, because I tried and I think it's not needed. Take one mitigator and healer, and yeah, adjust YOLO. Well, you can also auto it, but it will take you at least 30 minutes, I think. At least 30 minutes, and you can go up to 3 minutes, because 3 hours, I mean. Because I heard from someone in the forum that he took 3 hours on full auto. So if you want to do it as quick as possible, just use Balance Bringer. You know, she brings balance. And yeah. So in difficulty, nothing. Let's put the music. Well, anything difficult about this dungeon? Nothing. Just be prepared to get some AoEs in your face, but they don't hit hard. Well, I could have brought some more nukers here, but I don't care because I want to bring 4 waifus and 2 husbandos. Well, you can actually use, I think also mitigation lead with damage could be better. So I would recommend you to bring Arc or Lancelot for this dungeon, since you want damage here overall, since Auhlavez won't hit very hard. I brought Arthur because he gives crit. Gasolina is my mitigator, even if the Cobalt I think has got mitigation too, but who cares. I brought him only for the mitigation lead, but I could have brought Arc instead. Could be very fast. I think it could be faster, since Arc gives 100% spark damage on lead, 120 with SP. And also Lancelot can give the same, so or Lancelot or Arthur is okay, but maybe also Arc or Lancelot is okay, but yeah, I think Arc could be better because Arc has HP scaling, which could help you to deal more damage quickly. I brought Natalame or whatever what is the correct pronunciation. I call her Lame for simplicity. Balance Bringer for the UBB. Fina just for the heals. Well, I brought her just because she's waifu and gives recovery. She gives recovery in attack, even if I have Plumatachi for that, but who cares. Oh well, this video will be a very long video since it lasts 20 minutes. Yeah. Oh well, I'm not fast as you. I know someone have cleared it in 5 minutes too, but I think it's better to well, I brought this random squad just for decoration and just to show you how easy is this dungeon. Ah yeah, by the way, you will notice that every time she buff wipes, I will never use Plumatachi UBB immediately. And the reason for that is I want to get first of all the buffs before doing it, since I have pretty much 5 or 6 turns to, since I got 4 or 5 turns I think for the buff wipe. It's better to use it the second turn after she buff wipes because it will save your time in my opinion, but you know, it's up to you. But I think Plumatachi is for to clear this one faster since she does absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So yeah. Also it depends on your luck in proccing her extra action. Yeah, I brought Arthur too because of the burst rage. Burst rage is useful here. Oh well, what else can I say? Yeah, as you can see with Plumatachi's UBB alone, I can deal 10% of her HP in one turn if I'm lucky. Well, you can also bring up you can, well, if you spec your Plumatachi with extra action SBB and extra action UBB for 2 turns, I think you can use up to 3 actions in 1 turn. Yeah, you can use the same unit 3 times if you are lucky. Yeah, if I tend to stutter, it's because it's my natural voice and I'm not very fast to speak. I still need to practice more, so bear with it. Oh well, what else can I say? Just YOLO. Well, you can actually auto this, but it will take so much time, so I did it auto because, of course, if I want to use a video record, well, it's better to, you know, to use the shorter way to clear this dungeon. As you can see, Reflected Dreams is the skill that buff wipes. Mystical technique or teachings, whatever it is her 2 turns spam skill. And I think she also used Divine Dooms in certain threshold. Don't know if it's HP threshold or whatever it, or it's just simply a random chance to use AoE. But you know, you can absolutely tank any AoE. I think I have only Cobalt as death buffer, but you can also use it with, well, you can actually clear it just normal way. By the way, I discourage you to use elemental weakness damage because Auhlavez is elemental weakness immune, unlike the Badlands bosses which you can use elemental weakness damage. I tried to use 1 Plumatachi lead in my first clear, so you are supposed to have at least 250 elemental weakness damage with light units, but actually when I tried it, Auhlavez didn't got any elemental weakness damage, so I absolutely discourage you to use Plumatachi's lead, and I would suggest you to bring a more Frontier Hunter lead oriented like Arthur, Avant, who else? Gregor, not really. Any other units that can do damage. Cobalt. Crash Belt, absolutely no worse lead to use here because you cannot 2-turn kill this one. As you can see, I'm running full times 3 speed because it's very long. By the way, I want to know your opinions about my introduction, the introduction part of my videos. Yeah, lately I'm using this kind of alternative way to present a guide, you know, because guides are very boring. And I think, and also I want to give a bit of decoration about my videos. So yeah, as you can see in my introduction video, I always tend to use some bad puns. Well, you know, puns are I think they are on fashion, more or less. Well, usually people like using memes and other things like that, references, anything. Yeah, I like Sudoku. Well, I'm capable of doing Sudoku. Yeah, I mean Sudoku, not Sudoku the joke. Don't know why this meme is so famous, committing Sudoku. Oh well. Maybe because suicide and Sudoku are similar when you pronounce it. Not really, but who knows? Oh well, what else can I say? Well, I can in 10 minutes speak like this. Only blah 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 blah. Because you know, I don't have anything to say here. Just count every 5 turns. I think 5. Oh well, let me count here for you, just in case. Mystical teachings. Okay, this is the 2 turns AoE. Oh well, let's try to count. Just to be sure if her buff wipe comes every 5 or 6 turns. So when she uses reflected dreams, I will absolutely use I will start counting turns just for you, and to be sure that my guide is not really to show you that the guide I wrote is not really wrong. I want to be more as accurate as possible. Okay, so reflected dreams came. Now I will start counting here. 1. By the way, the order of my BB spam is not really random. I always, when she buff wipe, I always use Arthur as first and Natalame as second. Or Lame for me. Yeah, in forum I always write Lame and instead of Natalame. You know, it's very long. And I prefer to use Lame. Gaso, Arthur, Lancy, Pluma. Turn number 2. I brought Fina on purpose because I can save Fujins and I can use Plumatachi's UBB quite immediately. And yeah, I prefer waiting all my units to have the extra action chance. I think Divine Doom is HP threshold because it's too random for me. Suri or San in Japanese. Oh well, let's count in Japanese. It could be funny. Yeah, I think it's HP threshold. Maybe every 5% HP. Yon, Oshi. Ichi, ni, san. Well, sometimes they say yon, sometimes she, but I still don't know what is the correct pronunciation. Oh well, I will say yon because I'm used to count to use yon instead of she. Kore de wa ta gotan. Yeah, it's not really Japanese. I'm only trying to Japanese. Yeah, it's every 5 turns as I expected. Well, when I wrote the description on the left, I didn't do a recheck actually. I just wrote it based on my first run because this dungeon was too long for me to clear. So pardon my inaccuracy if my description of the left is not really accurate, but yeah. Oh well, I don't have anything else to say. Oh yeah. This is why one of my mistakes. As you can see, when she reached 20% HP, she will have that, as you can see, the mitigation buff. And I got screwed for 1 turn. Yeah, I triggered it at 20%, but do know you guys, maybe it's it actually depends on I don't know, maybe turn counting, but I think it's HP threshold, so more or less at 20% you will encounter 100% mitigation, which pretty much screwed my UBB. Very funny, huh? Oh well, I don't have anything else to say, so enjoy the rest of the video and remember, use Sudoku if you want to commit Sudoku. Well, in the next video I'm going to do is of course the first one, which is the one with sword. Yeah, actually many people are asking about a guide about it, but yeah, I did a written one in my a written one in my in the guide section, English guide section. Yeah, it's more or less accurate, so don't worry, it will be a more accurate guide this time. And yeah, maybe I will try to count in Japanese since I really want to learn Japanese. Yeah, because I actually play Brave Frontier in Japanese too, even though I don't really understand Japanese this much. Yeah, I only learned katakana and hiragana. Kanji only grade 1 of elementary school of kanji and some other important kanjis. Yeah, some minor kanjis. So if I would say how many kanjis I know, at least 100, but it's not really that much because normal Japanese people knows at least 2,000 kanjis that they learn during their lessons at school. I wish I have learned it before. Oh well. 俺は必ず日本語を勉強する. Don't know if it's correct, but yeah, I'm also trying to learn a bit of how to speak Japanese. Well, for an anime otaku. Well, I'm not really otaku because otaku is for Japanese people. I would say a weebu. Well, not really, since I go out, have a more or less social life. Oh well, that's all for this video. I hope you like it, and as usual you can leave a like or comment in the comment section down below. And yeah, see you again in my next video. Bye. And yeah, next video is, I will do 2 videos, by the way. One is made by request in the forum, and one is the first dungeon, the first quest, which is the one I'm going to do absolutely as soon as possible. The other one I will do it when I got time. Oh yeah, see you, bye.